all the elders that taught me. Each one had a number of PhDs, but they never told you. They could have turned their back on me and said, no, you're 18, you're supposed to know all this stuff. We started teaching you from 6 years old, you're done. But they didn't. They just kept going. They also said, it'll take you your whole life to figure out what we taught you. And that's true. There's a lot of them that are in that list. They're not all here. They're already gone. And secondly, I'd like to thank my wife, Joy, my 3 kids, Tina, Martin, and Santa. Santa's here, the youngest. I feel like I can tell you anything I want in front of you because I'm done. She can lead you. I taught her all she knows to be a leader. I'm going to embarrass her and say she will never tell you in front of you. But that is one of the premier hunters in Shageluk. I can tell you that. I can tell you that because I know I taught her. But there's a lot more kids that need to be taught. Mother and fathers have died of alcoholism. Every time we lose one child to suicide, we all take a step backwards. That is unacceptable. That's not our disease. Drugs is not our disease. It is brought to us. We're still trying to fight it. But if we accept it, then we're done. We're doomed. The reason I said, as I see it in the future, Doyon should give more awards like these because you need both. That's an example. My daughter, she's educated in the Western way. She got her degree. She's doing her thing. But every time I talk about stuff at home, she's jealous. She wants to be back there. She's tied to the land. She had the background to survive there or here. In the future, and I'm not talking about these people here, you will elect people to the Doyon board that does not have that background. They will be elected because of formal education. They've been to Bowling Green College, Slippery Rock College, Oxford, all these other places. But they can't handle the mosquitoes at home. You never taught them that. So what will they do when we see this little line going down? The land to them will be just real estate. They'll sell it. I know these people won't. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the future generations. The time is almost too late to teach that. But that's what I appreciate about this award. You could have both, and that's what we need to survive. I hope in their last desperate act to save Doyon, they will give the land back to the people, to you guys. But if you don't, they'll just sell it. Kids now look at things differently. I secretly hoped that this would be just a fishing pole, because then you'd tell me, you're done. Go down there on the bank and start fishing. And I would. But this is not a fishing pole, so we've got to keep going. You get very, very tired of it once in a while. When the kids tell me, Uncle Rudy, and they all call me Uncle Rudy, a bunch of wolves just went by Shageluk. We're going to go after them. Are you going to come? And I think $65 to fill up my snow machine only lasts 6 hours. But what do I say? When are we going to go? Let's go. That's how you teach. You put aside your own discomforts, your own shortcomings, and you keep trying to teach. Because without the kids, we're done. And this is too great of a people to just sweep us under the rug. It's not so simple. You will learn different things about the traditional knowledge that's against what you're doing now. But it's not up to me to judge. You will find out, because in the future, and it's happening now, when the economy in the lower 48 collapses, they're not going to send you flour, sugar, all these things. They're going to use it for themselves. If you don't teach your kids how to live out there first, and we might as well not even be here. I'll close with a humorous note. There's one area where we can be saved. That's when I go in the woods, and I tell the kids that, and I'm walking through the woods and I come upon this place. There's this tree there, and instead of leaves, it's got potato chips. All different kind of potato chips on this tree. And the bushes around there are full of candy, all kinds of candy. And growing underground, you have cans of pop. Then the kids' future is safe, because that's the kind of kids we're teaching. It's a hard job. It's not easy. But we don't have a choice. So thank you again for this award. And like I said, I accept it on behalf of the people that the majority are gone. I had a chance to learn the traditional formal education. But too much were dying when I was growing up. I had to learn this stuff. I had to know who I was. I hope they didn't fail in what they see in me. But only time will tell. But my job is to make sure that the next generation is tied to the land. Then go on and get your formal education. Come back as a doctorate. But come back and teach your people. You don't have a choice. Being native is more than just wearing a hat or wearing different kind of clothes. It's what goes on between your ears, and it's right here. That's what makes a native person. But thank you again for the award. Thanks, Doyon Foundation. I really appreciate this. Thank you.